Welcome inside the Legends Center in Warman for the inaugural Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League. I'm Matt Morrison, happy to bring you today's action. With me is Justin D'Entremont. Justin is the commissioner of the Premier Ball Hockey League and also a player in the league. Justin, first and foremost, tell us how this dream of yours all came to be.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. This was a project that started on my 33rd birthday, actually, and I'm 36 now, so the idea is I love ball hockey, and I believe it should be on a bigger platform than it currently is, so we're trying to get it to that level.
First of 4 games today, the Snowbirds and the Axemen, who are some of the players to watch?
Yeah, this is going to be a good game right off the bat here. There's plenty of offense. Offense will be the name of the game for the first game, I believe, with the Axemen, Christian Magnus, Josh Laframboise should provide a lot of the offensive punch, and Brock Harrison, Lance Lamontagne should do a lot on the Snowbird side, I figure.
Ball drop is coming up next. Welcome back inside the Legends Center in the city of Warman for the inaugural Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League game, the first of 4 games tonight. Matt Morrison with you, happy to bring you all of the action. Of course, this is the first of 4 games today. Features the Snowbirds versus the Axemen as we get set for opening ball drop out here in Warman. Both teams will make their way to center ice, and we're about to get going. The Axemen are in the white uniforms today, the Snowbirds in the blue. Both centermen will get set to meet. Tonight's starting goalies for the Axemen is Brandon Schatz. For the Snowbirds is Robbie Huffnagel, and we're underway. And an early opportunity, there's a shot stop there by Brandon Schatz. That was Christian Magnus that had the opportunity for the Axemen. Magnus gets it back to the point. Robson now, he'll go D to Evan Peters as they try to get the cycle on. And the Snowbirds are going to try to get it out, and they do. Peters is back for it. He's being chased by Rothenberger. Almost was able to cut that ball off behind the net, but the Axemen back in their own zone. Going to try to set up a breakout. Peters up for Christian Magnus. Magnus centering pass got intercepted, but Peters is able to chip that one in. Now here's a break for the Snowbirds the other way. Rothenberger tries the no-look pass. That one got intercepted, and here come the Axemen back the other way. It's Josh Laframboise with a shot, and that one goes wide. The Snowbirds are going to try to get the ball out, and they do. Justin D'Entremont up for Nottaways. Back for D'Entremont, a shot, and that one got blocked. A good block there from an Axemen defender. Centering pass, that one got intercepted by Laframboise. He gets it out to Griffin. Griffin the other way for Bogdan. Carson Bogdan now in a battle for the ball. Puck goes down low as the Axemen try to get the cycle. Godlin, a shot from the point. Ball is loose. It's still loose. D'Entremont did a good job to tie up his man. Ball goes back to the point. There's a shot stopped by Robbie Huffnagel, and he'll hang on for the Snowbirds. So good early pressure here for the Axemen, as it's been all them through the first minute and a little bit to the first of 2 halves today. Both halves will be 20 minutes stop time unless there is a lead of 6 goals. Face off to the right of Robbie Huffnagel in the Snowbirds zone. Loose ball, and the Snowbirds are able to come away with it, and they're going to try to come up the floor. They can hold the Knights now with it. That ball got swatted away, and that one's going to get sent down. Is it going to be an icing call? Yes, it will. So the face-off will be back in the Snowbird zone. 18:08 left to go in the first half. Both teams will make changes. And Robbie Huffnagel will get set for a face-off. That's to his right once again. Caleb Griffin out to take the draw for the Axemen. Corey Steffiak took it for the Snowbirds. And they're going to try to break out the other way. They're just going to push this ball in deep as they look to establish a forward check and maybe some offensive pressure. Steffiak now has the ball along the boards with it. That one got poked away by Griffin, and he'll control it for the Axemen. As he'll just flip that one up Laframboise tried to make a play on it. And now the Snowbirds in their own end will come out the other way. There's a lead pass for Steffiak. Steffiak has that one poked away. Good defensive play from Jesse Kloos. And now here comes Christian Magnus the other way. Magnus, nice pass in front. There's a shot. Oh, what a stop. A huge stop from Robbie Hufnagel to keep this a 0-0 game. As ball's loose out front, and now the Snowbirds are going to come away with it the other way. That's Derek Luxheim with a shot. Shots is able to steer that one into the corner, and the Axemen will go and get it. Matthew Coe sends it out. That's Caden Gunther tries to gain the blue line. And now Nate Carter has it, tries to get it to Gunther. There's a shot. Glove stop by Hufnagel, as he made a huge pad stop on that last sequence to keep this a 0-0 hockey game. So Robbie Hufnagel has been tested early so far in this one. Face-off won by the Snowbirds in their own end. They're going to try to set up shop behind their own net, try to establish a breakout and possibly some forward pressure. Joel Thompson with it now down the wing. Tries to work his way past Peters and can't. Ball goes into the corner. Thompson still with it now. He's going to play that one behind the net as they look to establish a forecheck centering pass. Stop by shots. Ball's loose. And finally the whistle comes as some good pressure there for the Snowbirds finally. As Joel Thompson had an opportunity, a good look in front, but Brandon Schatz is able to shut the door. So now the Snowbirds will get a face-off in the Axemen end. Face-off to the right of Brandon Schatz. Brock Harrison out to take the draw for the Snowbirds. There's a long shot, and that one is going to go up and off the boards. Ball still playable. As now the Axemen look to break out, and they do. That one just gets chipped in by Holden Knights, and he's going to go and get after it, a centering pass. And that one squirts out to the blue line, and now the Snowbirds are going to come back the other way with it now. As that's Xavier LaBelle. Good defensive play there to have that ball poked away. As now Robson will just put that ball in, and the Axemen are going to change. Snowbirds looking to break out. So here comes LaBelle with it over the red line. LaBelle is able to move that one up to Brock Harrison. Harrison now tries to get that one back to LaBelle. And instead, Brennan Jones has it for the Axemen. Tries a long pass, and that one misses everybody as he was looking to spring Josh Laframboise. And the puck will come all the way back down into the Axemen end. And the Snowbirds will get another opportunity here with an offensive zone faceoff. Great atmosphere here for the inaugural game, the inaugural day of the Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League. First of 4 games today. Matt Morrison with you, happy to be able to bring you all the action. Face-off won by the Snowbirds. Weens just dumps it into the corner. Godlin now will push that one up for Laframboise. He's going to slide that one across to Christian Magnus. Magnus has a man breaking to the net. And Steffiak was able to break up that pass. As now here comes James McDonough now for the Snowbirds. He's able to gain the line. Of course, it's the floating blue line in ball hockey, which means once you gain the blue line, you have the whole zone from the red line to play with. Lance Lamontagne down low for Steffiak. There's a shot, and that one goes wide. And that ball is going to get pushed up on a clearing attempt. Does that one have enough for icing? It gets waved off. So Lamontagne is back now with it for the Snowbirds. And he's going to move the ball up. They're going to try to move the ball forward here, and they do. Joel Thompson now waiting. Tries to get a pass away, but can't. Snowbirds able to keep the line. That one just gets pushed down low. Ryan Rothenberger with it. Out there's a shot. Stop by shots. Rebound. Ball's loose. It's still loose. And it goes into the corner. Thompson now tries a centering pass. That one doesn't work. Ball still loose as the Snowbirds all of a sudden have tilted the floor a little bit to now they have the momentum. 14:02 left to go in the opening half. Of course, today's action is brought to you by MR Promo, specializing in custom apparel and corporate promotional products. The face-off will be to the left of Brandon Schatz this time. Face-off won by the Snowbirds as they try to get a shot right on. That one goes wide. Battle for the ball along the near boards. And I believe that one hit the netting, so that one will get sent all the way back down into the Axemen zone. And other than a few opportunities as of recently, the Snowbirds have started to establish a little bit of a forecheck here as they look to put on some pressure. It's Brock Harrison out to take the draw for the Snowbirds to the right of Brandon Schatz. And he'll win that face-off shot right on. Right off the face-off, but that one got blocked. That was D'Entremont that had the shot. Nice pass. There's an opportunity for the Snowbirds. And that ball goes into the mesh netting. And we'll have another face-off as that was Xavier LaBelle who was able to creep down. Sneaky LaBelle was able to get behind the rest of the players for a good opportunity. Face-off will come outside. Lines not set. 13:42 left to go in the first period. Shots on goal, 4-3 so far for the Axemen. As the face-off is won by the said Axemen, and now they're going to break out into the offensive zone the other way. Hufnagel out to play the ball. As that opportunity was short-lived, here come the Snowbirds the other way. Matt Landers gets it down for D'Entremont, tries to get a shot away and can't. Justin D'Entremont now playing keep away from Evan Peters. Peters does a good job to get the ball. Now LaBelle with a shot right on. That one took a funny hop on the way to the goal, but it missed. And now there's a centering pass. D'Entremont scores! Justin D'Entremont has the inaugural goal of the Saskatchewan Premier League Ball Hockey League, and it's 1-0 for the Snowbirds as he was left all alone in the slot. That was a great job by Anton Nadeways to find him, and that shot beat Brandon Schatz. A little bit of a one-timer from D'Entremont. Number 52 for the Snowbirds, and he has the inaugural goal, not only for the Snowbird.
Pause for 1 moment, please. The Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League would like to pause and take this opportunity to recognize this historic moment. Now, I will just say that Justin and I did talk about this before the game, and he didn't really want to be the one to score the first goal. But the historic first goal scored in the Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League's inaugural game is scored by number 52, Justin D'Entremont. Assist to number 28, Nadeways, and number 81, Brock Harrison.
So Nadeways and Brock Harrison on the assist, and there you have it, the official announcement of the first ever goal of the Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League. As now we'll see what the Axemen can do as a response. Big Mike Gammon has the ball behind the net, throws that one around to the other side. As now the Snowbirds are on it again. Mike Gammon wants that lead feed and can't quite get it. The Axemen are going to control the ball. Caleb Griffin's just going to hammer that one in. Magnus hard down on the forward check. This now Corey Stefiak away with it for the Snowbirds. Stefiak over the blue line just chips it in. And they're looking to establish a forward check, and now Lamontang is back with it for the Snowbirds. That's Lamontang, who was the first overall draft pick in the Saskatchewan Premier League draft. Big defenseman. And that one goes down. Is icing going to be called? Yes, it will. So the faceoff will come back in the Axemen zone. 12:09 left to go in the first period. Both teams will make a change with the stoppage in play. Interesting note about Justin D'Entremont. He's also the commissioner of the Saskatchewan Premier League. Done a lot of work to make sure that this event got off the ground, and he's continuing to do a lot of work to make sure that this league is running smoothly. All that while also partaking as a player. So it's only fitting that he scores the inaugural goal. As there's a shot that was blocked by Holden Knights, and now the Axemen come out the other way. Knights makes a nice move around a Snowbirds defender, but lost control of the ball. Hufnagel plays that one into the corner, and now Joel Thompson tries to poke that one away, and he does. Thompson now, a nice little behind the back pass. There's a shot, stopped by Shots, and the rebound is cleared away. And now here comes Tyson Getzinger for the Axemen. He lost control of the ball, and now here comes the Snowbirds again. Brock Harrison, nice pass. And an opportunity there. That was fanned on from Ryan Rothenberger. Rothenberger's able to get the ball back, centering pass. Harrison makes a nice move, then tries to shoot it, but that one got blocked, and now here come the Axemen the other way. Offside is the call, so the Axemen have to tag up. As now Anton Nadaway is with it. He'll just gain the blue line and then pull it back. Harrison now down low for D'Entremont. Nice hard pass across for LaBelle. LaBelle lost that one in his feet, able to keep control of the ball. There's a shot, good blocker save made there by Brandon Schatz. It's a battle for it. Nadaway's battling with an Axemen defender in the corner. And the Axemen try to push it deep but can't. Here comes Brock Harrison the other way. Good job by Nate Carter to break up that pass. Ball's loose in front. And Brandon Schatz was able to reach behind him and make the save to keep this a 1-0 Snowbird lead. So Nadaway's had a huge opportunity alone in front. And a good job by Brandon Schatz to make the stop. 10:32 left to go in the opening half. So the face-off to the right of Schatz. Battle for the loose ball right off the face-off. And there's a quick chance. Schatz was able to poke that one away. So it's been all Snowbirds here for the past few minutes. After the Axemen had such a great start. The Axemen trying to spring Christian Magnus but can't. That ball gets kept in by LaBelle. Good job by him to hurry to keep that ball in. LaBelle now tied up with a member of the Axemen. And he'll just push that ball loose. Ball comes out. And Brandon Schatz is able to make that save with his toe. So both teams will make changes once again. Face off yet again. And the Axemen zone to the right of Schatz. And the face off wasn't done correctly, so they'll do it again. And a member of the Snowbirds is going to get kicked out. So Ryan Rothenberger in to take the draw. That ball gets flipped out by the Axemen. Icing waved off as Josh Lafremboy goes and chases it. Christian Magnus with a shot, fired it wide. Caleb Griffin now with it. Griffin trying to keep control of the ball and then lost it. And the Snowbirds are going to take flight out of their own zone. Lamontagne just dumps that one in. Evan Peters back with it for the Axemen now for Bogdan. Ball gets back to the point. There's a shot. That one deflected. Ball's loose at the side of the net. Centering pass. They score! So the ball popped loose. And a member of the Snowbirds was left all alone in front. That's Keegan Jackstite for his first of the tournament. And the Snowbirds take a 2-0 lead with 9:22 left to go in the opening half. So good pressure, continuous pressure here from the Snowbirds. And it's paid off for them as they're ahead now. 2-0. So they'll line up at center ice to do the drop. And the Snowbirds are going to continue on with this pressure as they're sending 2 forecheckers in after the ball. It's an Axemen defender that comes away with it, however. And they're going to try that lead feed. Hufnagel is able to keep that one away. And the Snowbirds now in their own zone. Nadoways will go to LaBelle. Centers it for D'Entremont, who couldn't quite control that ball. And now Bogdan is with it for the Axemen. Bogdan escapes a check, still with the ball. Getzinger is there to pick up that loose ball. Holden Knights now pushes that ball in deep. Now there's a centering pass and a chance. Good stop by Hufnagel. Ball's loose. And it gets pushed away into the corner. Godlin now. What's he going to do with the ball? There's a shot stop by Hufnagel. Good stop through traffic. Getzinger tries to whack away at it and can't. Christian Magnus now behind the net with the ball for the Axemen. Magnus tries a centering pass, and that one gets pushed away by Brock Harrison. Harrison gets slowed up, and there's going to be an icing call on the play, so the face-off will go back into the Snowbirds' end. So the Axemen are pushing back here a little bit with 8:09 left to go in the opening half. Shots on goal, 7-7. So the face-off will be to the left of Robbie Hufnagel. Tested early on in this game, not so much through the middle of this half, but we'll see if the Axemen can establish a forecheck here with an offensive zone face-off. Caleb Griffin in to take the face-off for the Axemen, gets it back to Coe. And they'll go D to D. Jesse Kloos does a good job to keep that ball in. Kloos now a long shot, scores! Jesse Kloos had the point shot, not sure if it was redirected. The Axemen don't care, they're on the board, they chop the lead in half, and it's now 2-1. So on what looked like a little bit of a broken play, is Kloos had to make sure that he kept the ball in the zone, and he did, and I don't think it was deflected. After looking at it again, it goes right in from Jesse Kloos. So that'll be his first goal of the tournament and the inaugural goal for the Axemen in the Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League, and now they have a little bit of momentum here. Down 2-1. And they're going to ice the ball right off the face-off, so the draw will come back in the Axemen zone.
Score by number 21, Jesse Kloos.
So Kloos with the goal. I believe it was Matthew Coe on the assist. So face-off now back in the Axemen zone. And the Snowbirds are able to win the draw. Shot, scores! How about that for a response? And it's now a 3-1 Snowbird lead right off the face-off with 7:47 left to go in the opening half. So after I wondered what kind of response or what kind of momentum the Axemen were going to have after cutting the lead in half, Keegan Jackstight says none, as it's now a 3-1 Snowbird lead. That's his second of the half, second of the game. In fact, he had the second goal as well, so he has the last two goals for the Snowbirds, and it's a 3-1 lead. 7:30 and counting to go in the opening half. Caleb Griffin now for the Axemen the other way. Tries to drop it back for Magnus, tries to make a move around Thompson, but can't. And now Ryan Rothenberger the other way. Rothenberger being chased by Magnus. Loose ball picked up by LaBelle. LaBelle with a man on him. That was Griffin. And now there's a shot. No, that one goes off the bar. The referee was right there to make that call. And now here comes Josh Laframboise with it the other way. He can shoot, and there is a shot. Stopped by Hufnagel. They want him to play that ball, and he won't. He'll just hang on for the face-off. 6:58 left to go in the opening half.
Board 150 with the license plate 878 KER, parked in the driving lane. If this vehicle belongs to you, please kindly remove it. Thank you.
So the face-off will be to the left of Hufnagel. Brock Harrison will play it behind the net, and the Snowbirds are going to break out again. Here comes Brock Harrison with it down the wing for D'Entremont with a shot. Block rebound. Save made there. Scores! All Snowbirds through the first half of this one. I believe that was Brock Harrison that had a whack at it. And it's a 4-1 Snowbird lead. Boy, the Snowbirds can transition quickly, and great bit of athleticism from Brock Harrison, who's one of the best to do it, plays out of the Saskatoon Ball Hockey League. And it looks as if the Axemen are going to take a timeout here with 6:41 left to go in the opening half. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Napper, the #1 name in top-of-the-line ball hockey equipment, as all the gloves that all the teams are wearing today and throughout the course of the tournament are Napper gloves. So a big thank you to them. Lamontagne and D'Entremont on the assists. As now here come the Snowbirds again. It's Antoine Nadeau's with it. Nadeau's with a break. And he's going to try to center that ball, but it got broken up. Good job by the Snowbirds to keep the ball in. Matt Landers now tees one up, and that one got deflected in front and goes into the netting. And the faceoff will remain inside. Couple of interesting rule changes as well for the Premier League as opposed to the normal ball hockey leagues. One of note is we haven't seen a power play yet in this ball hockey game, but one of the notes is that if the short-handed team scores, then that player comes out of the box and the team that has the power play loses their power play opportunity. So that'll be something to keep our eye on once the first penalty of the game is called. Holden Knights with it behind the net for the Axemen. Backhand opportunity gets stopped from Huffnagel. And now Tyson Getzinger tries to push that one back to the point, but can't. Snowbirds try to break out. If they did, they would have had numbers. Good job by Brennan Jones to tie up his man, however. Ball's loose in the middle of the floor, and the Snowbirds are just going to slow this one down. James McDonough now. Lead pass. Tries to get that one to Lux Hine, but can't. And now the Axemen are going to take over in their own zone. They try to get that one out. Huffnagel will just play that one to one of his defenders. I believe that was Landers. And now Joel Thompson with it the other way. He'll just push it in and go and get the ball himself. Tied up by Christian Magnus in the corner. Thompson now tries a centering pass, but that one got broken up. Ball will go back into the Snowbird zone. And that's LaBelle with it now, as he'll just try to set up a transition. Brent Weems will push that one forward. Now Godlin with it for the Axemen. Godlin tries the lead feed, but that one misses everybody, and that one will come on down for an icing call. So the faceoff will be back in the Axemen zone with 4:50 left to go in the opening half. Shots on goal, 10-9 in favor of the Axemen, so they're leading on the shot clock. However, the Snowbirds have scored 4 goals on their first 9 shots so far through this one. Brennan Jones rims that one around. Icing's going to be waved off as Josh Laframboise is in a battle with LaBelle for it. Laframboise tries to get it to Griffin and does. Tries to get a shot away and can't. Gets the ball back, however. Griffin now with it. He's just going to try to find somebody to pass the ball to. Gets that one to Christian Magnus. Magnus now is going to walk out. Magnus is going to send that one back to Russell Robson with a shot. Easy save there for Huffnagel. And now Laframboise is going to keep the ball. Back to Robson. Back for Laframboise. One-timer. That one went just wide. And now we have an opportunity the other way, as that one will go down for an icing call, as Joel Thompson was the man that they tried to spring, and he couldn't catch up to it, and the ball will come back down into the Snowbirds' end for a face-off as we head into the final 4 minutes of the opening half. So the face-off will be to the left of Huffnagel. Tyson Getzinger out to take the draw for the Axemen. Going to try to win it back, and the face-off wasn't done fairly. So we'll do that all over again. So Harrison will come in to take the draw for the Snowbirds, and that one gets one back. As Matt Landers is going to take it up the other way. Landers for Detremont. As now Bogdan with it the other way for the Axemen. Tries to push it past a few Snowbird defenders and can't. And now Matt Landers has it the other way. Just hammers it in. That one comes out the other side. Antoine Nadeways after it. And we're going to have our first penalty. And this is going to be a trip. And it's going to go against Anton Nadeways. So it's going to be a tripping call against Nadeways, and with 3:26 left, the Axemen are going to have their first power play of the half, and now here comes this opportunity that we mentioned earlier, that if the short-handed team scores, their man comes out of the box, and the team that has the power play, that power play ends. So a little bit of emphasis to score short-handed. Talking to League Commissioner Justin D'Entremont earlier in the week, and he alluded to that idea, and he said, I want this idea in my league, and he made it happen. As Harrison will just dump that ball down, shots will come out to play it. And Carson Bogdan is now back with it for the Axemen. He'll leave that one for Laframboise, out with Griffin, Magnus, and Tyson Getzinger. That makes up this power play unit for the Axemen. Magnus for Laframboise. Down for Getzinger. Couldn't control that one. And LaBelle with it, one of the penalty killers for the Snowbirds. And that one just gets dumped all the way down. So good job by Xavier LaBelle. Laframboise will now pick it up in his own end, as the Axemen will change their power play units. Get a fresh set of legs out. Laframboise throws that one on net. Holden Knights will go in and get it. And they're going to try to set up the attack up a man. Final minutes of this Axemen power play. Laframboise, Holden Knights, a shot. That one goes wide. As Laframboise was able to keep that one in, wanted to get it to Magnus, but couldn't, but they're able to keep the ball in. It's Knights for Laframboise, shot, that one goes high. Magnus is going to try to play that one off the boards, makes a nice move. That one got blocked by LaBelle, and LaBelle hammers that one off the boards. 26 seconds and counting left in the penalty, and the Snowbirds will get 4 new penalty killers out there. Keegan Jackstite already has 2 goals in the half. He was on the attack. And now Holden Knights with it. That one tried to get kept in by Nate Carter, but couldn't, so now he has to get back. Great job by him on the back check to poke that ball away. Thompson now with it. Ball's loose in front, and that one just gets swatted away. Final 3 seconds, and the Axemen are now 0 for 1 on the power play. Nadeways is back out. Matt Landers now with it. Landers tries to center that one, but can't. Nate Carter goes up to make a play on the ball. Good job by him. As the Snowbirds still with pressure. Ball still loose. There's a centering pass for Thompson. Wanted the one-timer, couldn't quite control it. As they'll get it back to the point. Weens now with it. There's a shot, and that one gets fired wide. Thompson tried to play that one off the boards, off the other end, and can't. Final minute to go in the opening half. Christian Magnus now with it for the Axemen. Magnus tries a centering pass. That one got picked off. Rebound. Great job by Bogdan to get that ball back. And Robbie Huffnagel is able to freeze that ball with 47 seconds left in the opening half. We will have a 10-minute break at the conclusion of the half. Of course, it is 2 20-minute halves. Stop time. Unless there is a insurmountable lead, then they will go to straight time. Evan Peters now tries to wind up a shot. He was potentially looking for the redirect, couldn't find it. Laframboise now with it for Peters. Peters inside the blue line. Wants to tee one up again. Gets a down low to Magnus at the side of the net. Magnus now still with the ball for Laframboise, who comes down. Couldn't quite get all of it on that one. And last Lamontagne now with it. He'll fire that one around the boards for Brock Harrison. Harrison now, who hails from Warman. Up ahead for Antoine Nadeways for LaBelle. LaBelle now with it. Back for D'Entremont. There's a shot. That one gets fired wide. Final 10 seconds of the opening half. D'Entremont now with it. What is he going to do? D'Entremont centering pass, scores! 2.8 seconds left in the opening half. And it's a 5-1 Snowbird lead. So a great job there by Justin D'Entremont. Great patience as he was just able to find his man at the side of the net. And it's a 4-goal Snowbird lead with 2.8 seconds left to go in the opening half. So they'll line up for the face-off, one last face-off. And they'll just kill the rest of this 2 seconds left, and that'll do it for the opening half. So through the first 20 minutes of play, it's the Snowbirds 5, the Axemen 1. Welcome back for the second half of the inaugural game of the Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League. Matt Morrison with you. A 5-1 Snowbirds lead through the first 20 minutes. It's been all Snowbirds as they look to drive this one home. The Axemen, they're looking to establish a comeback. They've actually had some pretty good pressure on goalie Robbie Huffnagel of the Snowbirds, but other than a Jesse Kloos goal, haven't been able to get much of anything going offensively. As the ball is about to drop for the second half, which will be a 20-minute half as well. However, an interesting note, if the Snowbirds or any team goes up by 6 goals in the second half, the game will immediately be called. Ryan Rothenberger now will chip that one forward. Brennan Jones back for it behind his own zone for the Axemen. Tries to get that one up, and icing is going to be called. No, it's not. Huffnagel came out to play it, so icing is waved off. As the Snowbirds are looking to get on the attack again, Rothenberger chips that one down for Keegan Jackstite. He has 2 goals tonight so far. Caleb Jones now with it. Jones up for Magnus. And here comes Caleb Griffin now the other way. Bodies get tangled up in the slot of the Snowbird zone. As now Rothenberger the other way. And Rothenberger tries to make a move around a Axemen defender and can't. Good job by Russell Robson to thwart that attempt. Brock Harrison now with it. Harrison back to the point. There's a shot right on. Blocker stop there from shots. Harrison couldn't keep that ball in, and now here come the Axemen the other way. Magnus now with it. Christian Magnus now with it. Trying to play keep away from LaBelle. Back for Robson. Robson for Evan Peters. What's he going to do? Wants to shoot, and he'll play it down instead. Magnus will go and get the ball in the corner. As now D'Entremont tries to poke that one free, but can't. As the Snowbirds are having trouble getting out of their own end here. There's a shot by Griffin. That one goes wide. Magnus tries to play that one off the boards. Still with it. Magnus tries to push that one back to the point, but can't. As the Snowbirds are going to try to get this ball out, and they finally do. So good pressure here from the Axemen so far through the first few minutes of this one in the second half. And that one's going to roll all the way down for an icing call. So the Axemen are allowed to get the ball in the offensive zone as they look to mount a comeback down 5-1 in the second half. So the face-off will be to the left of Robbie Huffnagel. Kitzinger out to take the draw for the Axemen. Didn't win the face-off, however. The Snowbirds are able to take control. James McDonough down the right wing boards. Chips that one past Jesse Kloos. McDonough now lost the ball handle on it a little bit. Now he'll give it back to the point. There's a shot! And Schatz is able to steer that one aside. Kloos tries to get that one up as the Axemen try to get the ball out. And here comes Holden Knights now with it. Knights tries to make a move, and he got held up. That's going to be a penalty. The Axemen scores! Holden Knights, what an effort! He got hooked, which was going to be a call. Sticks with it, finds the ball, and it's now a 5-2 deficit. So a great job by Holden Knights, who got slowed up by the stick of a Snowbirds defender, and then just did a great job to not give up on the play, and was able to find the ball again and hammers it home past Robbie Hufnagel. Second goal of the game for the Axemen, and it's now a 5-2 deficit early on in the second half, and we'll see if that's the goal that gets the Axemen going here. They have a lot of offense and can score at will with some of the pure snipers they have up front. Maybe they just needed a little bit of momentum. Rothenberger dumps that one in for the Snowbirds. Brennan Jones is back with it now. Jones tries to make a move on a Snowbird attacker. Ball's loose in the slot. Rothenberger now slows it down with a shot. Stopped by Schatz. That one looked like it might have been redirected in front. Thus the Snowbirds look to keep possession. I believe that's Kagan Jackstite now with it. There's a shot. Stopped there by Schatz. Laframboise now with it for Magnus. Caleb Griffin now tries to keep that one in but can't. It's now Rothenberger with it. He has Jake Street with him. He'll leave it for D'Entremont. D'Entremont now with a shot. Great job by a Axemen defender to get his stick in the lane. And I believe that was Russell Robson on the redirect out of play. So the faceoff will remain in the Axemen zone. 5-2, Snowbirds lead. 16:04 left to go in the second half. 14-10 the shots on goal for the Axemen, so they have that advantage. However, Robbie Hufnagel has been strong between the pipes for the Snowbirds. There's a shot right on. Stopped by Brandon Schatz. He's been busy in the second half so far. As now here comes Tyson Getzinger with a shot. That one looked like it might have gone off the stick of a Snowbirds defender and goes wide. Holden Knights, the latest goal scorer for the Axemen with it, as he's right back on the attack. As Antoine Nadeways plays it for Brock Harrison. Harrison now just inside his own blue line, looking for an outlet. And he's going to work on Getzinger. Gets it to D'Entremont. Centering pass for Nadeways. And Getzinger just backhands that one out of the zone. Brent Weens now with it. Ahead for Nadeways. Nadeways now with a shot. Good stick save there from Brandon Schatz. Ball goes back to the point for Lamontagne. Lance Lamontagne now with it's going to walk in. There's a shot. That one went off the stick of Getzinger. They're able to retain possession though where the Snowbirds. Ball in the corner now. Harrison working with a Axemen defender to get that ball loose. There's a shot. That one got blocked by Bogdan. And Lamontagne tries to keep that ball in, but can't. And it'll go all the way down for an icing call as the intensity and a little bit of physicality picks up here in the second half. First of 4 games today at the Legends Center out here in Warman on what is the initial weekend, the initial day of the Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League. Of course, this was all put on by Justin D'Entremont with the help of the Saskatoon Ball Hockey League, but this was D'Entremont's vision. He is the co-founder and commissioner of the league, and he's also a player, and a pretty good one at that as well. He's in number 52 on blue. Here comes the Axemen now the other way. Now Steffiak tries to get it out, but can't. Axemen are able to retain possession. Hufnagel out of his crease to play that one. Thus now, here comes Landers with it. He's just going to try to slow things down in his own zone. He's going to do it himself. Tries to get that one up for Lux Hine. He got his signals crossed. Thus now, there's a centering pass. That one got intercepted. Now Kloos, one of the 2 goal scorers for the Axemen, just pushes that one in deep. Laframboise had the ball poked away from him. As now the Snowbirds try the long lead feed for Jacksteet. And that one is going to go down for an icing call. Faceoff's going to come back in the Snowbird zone.
Applause for Megan Carter, who's been doing an amazing job with the social media. You can follow the Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League accounts on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat.
So the face-off will be to the right. Check that left of Robbie Huffnagel. I believe that's Caleb Griffin out for the face-off for the Axemen, trying to win an offensive zone draw, and he does, right to Laframboise. Fanned on the shot. As he'll get it back, they'll able to keep the ball in, however. Magnus now with it. Magnus tries a centering pass. That one goes off of a Snowbird defender's stick. And now Jones, Brennan Jones with it. Slows that ball down. There's a shot. Good stop by Huffnagel as he's able to squeeze that one and hang on. But you saw in that last sequence, they were trying to get the ball to Josh Laframboise. As look where he's positioned, right behind Caleb Griffin, and if that face-off is won back, that's going to be a quick shot. Good job by the Snowbirds to win the draw, however. Jones with a shot from the just outside of the blue line. That one goes up but stays in play. Magnus battling with LaBelle for it now. As that ball pops loose and LaBelle will pick it up. He's got some steam with it the other way. Tries to gain the line and can't. So they'll have to reset the line, and they do. Ball gets kept in by D'Entremont. LaBelle able to keep that ball in just inside the red line with a shot. That one got blocked, doesn't get through. Good job by Brennan Jones to block that one away. And now Magnus is with it the other way. Lead feed for Griffin, who will just gain the line for Laframboise. Tees one up, and that one got blocked. Good block there from Xavier LaBelle. Of course, LaBelle played in the SJHL with the Humboldt Broncos. He was a teammate of Logan Schatz, who they had a pregame ceremony for to kick off the Ball Hockey League. And Huffnagel will phrase that one, but back to the pregame ceremony. A great ceremony for Logan Schatz, who is big in the Saskatoon ball hockey community. He was good at the national level as well, and the Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League has retired his number 91 as well. That's now the Axemen with a shot. That was Holden Knights, and another shot. That one goes wide. Peters does a good job to keep that ball in. As Nadeways is trying to get it out but can't. Bogdan lost the handle on the ball now. And Matt Landers will pick it up for the Snowbirds, and he will just set up shop behind his own zone. Brock Harrison now with it. Harrison now is going to lead feed for D'Entremont. In comes D'Entremont with a shot, scores! Great job by Brock Harrison, great patience. D'Entremont was able to get behind the Axemen defenders, and he has his second goal of the game, second goal of the tournament, and it looked like he almost lost the handle on the ball a little bit. Did a great job to keep on it. And it is a 6-2 lead now for the Snowbirds, as they're looking to drive this one home. And they're back on the attack again. Derek Luxhine with it now. He's being watched by an Axemen defender. Gets that ball out front. And Jesse Kloos, check that. That's a different Axemen player. But now here comes Josh Laframboise.
Assist to number 81, Brock Harrison, and number 8.
So the Snowbirds will set up behind their own net.
Sorry about that. Number 8, Matt Landers.
Matt Landers and Brock Harrison on the assists on that last D'Entremont goal. Magnus now tries to get it to Laframboise. That one got poked away. Good job by Landers to make a play on that ball. As Matthew Coe is now back with it. For Kloos. For Caleb Griffin. Griffin, long shot on net, steered aside by Huffnagel. As there's a battle for it. It's now Laframboise with a shot, fired it high and wide. Caleb Griffin trying to make a play on the ball, but can't. Magnus now with it. Walks out Magnus for Laframboise. There's a shot. That one got blocked. Magnus now with a shot. That one doesn't get through either. Man, the Snowbirds are doing a great job of getting in the way of some shots. They score! That one finds its way through, and it's now a 3-goal deficit. As that was Daryl Godlin who had the shot from just outside the blue line. Finds its way through, and the Axemen are able to get one back with 10:23 left to go in the second half. So right on cue after I said the Snowbirds were doing such a great job of getting in the way of shots, blocking shots. That one finds its way through and ends up in the back of the net. I'm not even sure Robbie Huffnagel was able to see it. So Brendan Jones now with it. Will send it in deep. As now the Snowbirds will break out the other way. They try the long pass. That one goes off the boards. Too far. And there will be an icing call as we are under 10 minutes to go.
Axemen's third goal scorer, Daryl Godlin. Assist to number 10, Matthew Cooley, and number 97, Christian Magnus.
So the face-off will be to the left of Huffnagel. As Caleb Griffin gets waved from the face-off. As Peters centering pass for Magnus with a shot. That one doesn't get through. Been the theme of the night so far for the Axemen, although they are leading in the shots on goal category. Icing waved off. Peters is back with it now for Robson. Russell Robson now with it. Back for Peters. For Griffin. Backhands that one in. Laframboise tries to go after it, but he loses the handle on the ball. Puck is behind the net. Magnus now with it. Christian Magnus. What's he going to do? Back for Laframboise. Those two are looking to connect on a goal. As Keegan Jackstite was able to intercept that one. Makes a nice move around Robson. Here come the Snowbirds back the other way. Drop pass. Rothenberger tries to drop pass for Harrison. Back for Rothenberger. A shot hammered it wide. Good setup there from the Snowbirds. Rothenberger now with it. What's he going to do? Rothenberger back, a one-timer. Ball's loose, and it's going to get sent all the way back down. I'm not sure that shot even got en route to the net. And it will be an icing call, so the Snowbirds will now have an offensive zone face-off. Of course, we would like to thank MR Promo, as they are one of the great sponsors of the Premier League. MR Promo, specializing in custom apparel and corporate promotional products. Our business is promoting yours. Face off to the left of Brandon Schatz. Harrison out there to take the draw for the Snowbirds. But it's the Axemen that are able to take possession. And is this going to be an icing call? Yes, it is. Holden Knights couldn't quite catch up to it. So back-to-back icing calls against the Snowbirds, against the Axemen, check that. And the Snowbirds will have another offensive zone face-off. Of course, there's another game coming up. The Bucks and the Ravens make up the other two teams in this 4-team Premier League. So those two teams are going to face off, and we'll have that action for you as well. Brock Harrison now with it is going to walk in. Harrison back for D'Entremont. D'Entremont with a shot. Oh, what a stop from Brandon Schatz. Stacks the pads and sends the ball out of play. So a great job there from Brock Harrison. His patience was shown as he was just waiting that one out. And then was able to find D'Entremont, and great job from Brandon Schatz to send that ball into the netting. Now there's a point shot from LaBelle right off the draw, stopped by Schatz. Nadeways is with it now. Comes Nadeways, a centering pass. It's now Christian Magnus in his own zone. Tries to break out pass, try to spring Griffin, but Weens was able to intercept that one. Harrison is with it now. Brock Harrison is going to wait. Back to the point. LaBelle with a shot, scores! Great job by the Snowbirds on the offensive attack. And Xavier LaBelle with a point shot, hammers it past Schatz. I'm not so sure that he saw it, as there's a little bit of traffic in front of the net. And it is now a 7-3 Snowbird lead. So LaBelle will go back, pick it up in his own zone. Now Stefiak will play that one in for James McDonough. LaBelle is going to hammer that one. Schatz had trouble playing that loose ball as he tried to glove that one, and it looked like a handcuff to LaBelle. Another shot, stick save from Schatz. Ball's loose as the Snowbirds go right back to the attack. LaBelle will just throw that one in. McDonough plays that one out. There's a battle for the ball on the near boards. Stefiak now with it. As the Axemen try to get the ball out of the zone. LaBelle. Shot goes down.
Score number 71, Xavier LaBelle. Assist number 81, Brock Harrison, and number 26, Brent Weens.
So Brent Weens and Brock Harrison with the assists on that LaBelle goal. Make this a 4-goal Snowbird lead with 6:30 and counting to go in the second half. 17-16 the shots on goal for the Axemen, so they have a ever so slight advantage in that department. However, only 3 goals to show for it. Bogdan now with it. Has 2 men going to the net. Bogdan a shot. Good blocker stop by Robbie Huffnagel. Holden Knights is able to come away with the ball, however. It's now Getzinger with it. Getzinger tries to get it to Bogdan. Good defensive play there from a member of the Snowbirds. And now here comes Jack Steet, shaping up to be a 2-on-1. Jack Steet tries to slide that ball across. Might have lost the handle to it at the last second. Good job by Matthew Coe to get back for the Axemen as well, as that 2-on-1 started to turn into a 2-on-2. Rothenberger now back to the point. Amontang with it for Thompson. Amontang now with a shot. Walker stop by Schatz. As the Snowbirds are going to try again to set up the cycle. That point shot got blocked, and here come the Axemen now the other way. It's Russell Robson gets stood up at the line. Now here comes Jack Steet with it. Kagan Jack Steet now tries to work his way to the net, but that got broken up by a few Axemen defenders, most notably Evan Peters, who's just going to slow things down, and now they're going to set things up behind their net. Less than 5 minutes to go in the second half. As the Axemen are looking to get something going here down by 4. So that ball just gets played into the Snowbirds zone. And we're going to have a penalty coming up to the Axemen. It's going to be Holden Knights. And it's going to be a roughing call, as he gave a member of the Snowbirds a little push at the end of that play. Potentially some frustration on the hands of the Axemen. And he's pleading his case, and he's going to go to the dressing room now. So Holden Knights is going to head to the dressing room, and his afternoon is going to be done. So it was originally a 2-minute roughing call, and then he said something to the official, and the official didn't like that and sent him for an early shower with 4:34 left to go in this one. So Josh Laframboise will get the explanation from the officiating crew. And I believe that's a member of the Axemen over to serve the penalty. That'll be Nate Carter. So he'll sit on behalf of Holden Knights. So it'll still be a 2-minute power play, and of course this is the new rule from Commissioner Justin D'Entremont that he wanted to put in. If the short-handed team scores, well, they're short-handed, then that penalty will end, and the power play, the team that has the power play, will no longer have that power play. So the penalty isn't on the board yet, so we'll get that sorted out and make sure that that penalty does get sorted out. As now the Axemen bench doesn't like the call either, so the bench will get the explanation from the official. So it will be a 4-minute power play, so we'll have to get the official call from the PA announcer, but my assumption is that it would be the initial 2-minute roughing penalty, and then possibly a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that also is part of a misconduct, but that's why there's 4 minutes on the board with 4.5 minutes to go, just over 4.5 minutes to go in the second half. The Axemen bench still isn't happy with the explanation that they've received. So potentially some of that could be some frustration on behalf of the Axemen as they're down 7-3. And now they're going to be shorthanded for the majority of this game with only 4.5 to go. There's a shot by Magnus off the bar and out. Referee was right there to make that call. That one went off the far post, because that was a chance from Christian Magnus, shorthanded. So we almost saw our first part of that rule. Now Brock Harrison will just gain the line for the Snowbirds. Gets it back to Lamontagne. Lance Lamontagne now at the top of the blue line with a shot. Goes wide. Caleb Griffin hammers that one down. And icing obviously will be waved off due to the penalty kill. As D'Entremont will chase after that ball. Evan Peters plays it away from him. Can't get it out though. Harrison tries a centering pass. That one got broken up by Caleb Griffin. Now Lamontagne, the only man at the red line for D'Entremont. Back for Lamontagne now with it. LaBelle wanted to shoot. He's going to walk in. What's he going to do with it? Being watched by Laframboise. There's a shot. Good stop there from Brandon Schatz. Think he got the blocker on that one. Ball goes behind the net. Evan Peters just trying to kill some time as he tries to hold on to that loose ball as long as he can. Centering pass, scores! And Xavier LaBelle with another one, his second of the night. And the Axemen bench still up in arms over that call on Holden Knights, but it'll go down as a power play goal for the Snowbirds. Makes that an 8-3 Snowbird lead. So there's 2.5 left to go in the initial 4 minutes. So now this will be interesting because it was considered a double minor. We'll have to see if the power play goes down to 2 minutes or not. It's also a 5-goal Axemen lead, or check that Snowbirds lead. So it will go down to 2 minutes, and there's another rule change that we told you about at the start of the second half. If a team is winning by 6 goals at any point during the second half, the game will be called, while the Snowbirds are 1 goal away from that 6-goal threshold. And they also have a minute 45 of power play time remaining. 2:45 and counting left to go in regulation, so we'll see what happens first. So now here comes Landers. He'll just throw that one in, and Brandon Schatz had a little bit of a problem controlling that one, as that ball bounces right to Mike Gammon, takes a whack at it. And that one will go off the netting and out of play. The faceoff will remain inside. 2:27 left to go. So both teams will make changes, get their respective power play and penalty kill units out. Landers, Weens out there for sure. Rothenberger, another member of this Snowbirds penalty kill, as that one goes right off the middle. Stanchion between the two benches. And out of play, so they'll get set to do that all over again. Like a reminder, this league features 4 teams, the Bucks and the Ravens. That game is coming up right after this one as well. So we're just getting the penalty call now. It is 2 minutes for a roughing, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike to Holden Knights. Misconduct to go along with it. Landers now for Weens. Weens had that ball poked away from Laframboise. Now Matt Landers being watched by Christian Magnus as he tries to go fish the ball out for Laframboise. Laframboise in a battle with Landers. And now Laframboise tries to poke that ball away from Jack Seat, but can't. Because now the ball will go up, and Weens tries to make a play on it. Christian Magnus now for Laframboise. In tight, Laframboise back for Magnus. Ball's loose as Robbie Huffnagel was down and out, but Magnus couldn't find the ball. As the Snowbirds will now set up shop behind their own zone. 20 seconds left in the Snowbird power play. A minute 20 left to go in regulation. As now here come the Snowbirds again. Jack Steed now with it. There's a shot. Rothenberger scores. With 4 seconds remaining on the power play, Ryan Rothenberger. Back door was left wide open. And based off of the rule book I have in front of me, that should do it for this ball game. And that's exactly that should be what the rule is. And that is going to be what the rule is. So the first of 4 games tonight. This also marks history, as this was the inaugural Saskatchewan Premier League ball hockey game, and it ends with a 9-3 Snowbirds victory. So this is the first of 4 games, of course, throughout the course of the day, and we'll have all 4 games for you. These 2 teams will meet once again later on in the evening, but up next will be the Bucks and the Ravens. So once again, the final in the first game, the Snowbirds 9, the Axemen 3.